So I would say, one, do we have to? I know that's a big drop the bomb, but I think a lot of people should be considering, do we have to? Because I do think, listen, I think we're trying to reach, I believe if I was owning a business, or I'm a business manager, or certainly as a performance coach, I'm absolutely trying to achieve the best possible performance out of the person I'm working with. Now, as I said to you, there are so many factors that affect that. Now, we do things the way we do them because it's the plan, isn't it? We've learned that if we come to work at this time, and there's reasons we go to work at a certain time as well. It might be because that's when our clients or our customers, need us most, or, or etc. There's no point in doing a night shift if actually everybody wants to call us in the day, for example. And there's a reason that we ask people to come to work. And a lot of the reason we ask people to come to work is because that is what we've always done. We've worked in a particular way, and we create this environment because everything that we need to be good is in that environment. Yeah. So I remind people of why we have the work environment we have. Well, if there's an advantage to being in the environment that we've missed, remind them that this is an opportunity to go back, so the environment and the people around you can support you back in the role. And by the way, having you back, that's individuals, the team will benefit so much for having you back in the role, in the room. And it's that bit. One thing I would do, though, in terms of coming back, I think there's lots of discussions to have, isn't there, Eloise, and everybody else. There's some incredible discussions to have, and it's the impact. I don't think we should underestimate the impact of people being isolated and being sent to, and I don't think for a minute there's anybody that could possibly say that they've underestimated that, because you will be feeling that every day, all of you. And I personally don't think it'll be that straightforward to just pull them back in. So I guess that's where the question comes from. In answer to that, again, it's about dialogue, isn't it? It's about having a conversation and saying, I would want to find out if we can identify that people have done really, really well, and they found some real sense of purpose, or feel much more motivated in the work they've done. The level of the work they've done is inspiring, it's innovative. Then actually I wouldn't want to suppress that, would I, by just saying, well, this is good, we're going to have to come back because this is what we do. If we do have to have them back in the building, I don't know, how close an environment could we create that mirrors the one that you've got used to and done very well in?
Yeah, great.
There's just a few thoughts.
And part of it could be, people's concern about being so close to other people. Because I'm not sure about you, but when, even when I walk down the street now with the children, I'll be like, if you're passing somebody, making sure you're two meters apart, crossing over the road so you're not too close to people. I think it's taking into account people's mental concerns about physically being close to people. They may want to be back in that team environment. And we'll cover this at the next huddle when we talk about mental health. But it is, I think part of it probably, and going back to what you've said previously, is about just making sure we are communicating with people, isn't it? If they've got concerns, listening to them. And
so the government constantly every day, don't they? So it's like the same words, and that's their default word as they have. And they talk about, we've been listening to the scientists, and that's okay to a point, isn't it? But actually, I'm not sure that Joe or Johnny or Julie Average actually want to. That it's about them. It's about how they feel. It's about the fact that I don't know the scientists, and we trust them because they're scientists. But actually, this has still escalated huge, and there's been incredible impact on people's lives and businesses and industry and friendships and families, even with that advice. So actually, unless we get the nod that this has gone, I think you're absolutely right, that we will be guided to a point, I'm sure, by the scientists, by the experts and the chief medical officer, via the government, and they will suggest certain things. I personally think it would be really foolish not to listen to your people, because they're the ones that are going to perform. Remember, if we want the best out of someone, they're the most important person. of course we have to listen to the medical experts. Why would you not do that? Because they're the ones that are giving specific guidance to this particular virus. But in terms of coming back, you've got this in one hand, which is guidance. And I think you'd be mad not to be looking at that guidance. But I still think you need to hear the fears and concerns of the people, because if you're going to get the best out of them, you absolutely, again, have to create an environment, which I reiterate all the time. In so many different areas, you have to create a high performance environment. People will only perform well when they come back to work because they feel comfortable in that place of work. So I think it, very much a discussion, create a forum or engage and have an opportunity to get as many people's concerns down as possible, and look along, and compare that to the scientific guidance, and make sure we can create an environment as close to one that will encourage people to be happy to come back and feel motivated to work.
Yeah, fabulous.